Hello readers, welcome to Books Amaze. My name is Avni and today I'll be recommending you some books to increase your productivity. Now who doesn't want to increase their productivity, right? But I think it's more important in current times as we might be becoming more and more anxious by watching the news time and again. We might be using our phones a little longer than we actually should. And when we keep going in this loop, we actually end up in a rut. So all of these books in today's video will help you get back on your track. So let's begin. I want to start my recommendation list with an author whose work I recently read and I instantly became a fangirl. His name is Cal Newport, and the first book by him that I'm going to mention here is called Deep Work: Rules for Focused Success in a Distracted World. The title itself is so intriguing. And in this book, the author has introduced the concept of deep work versus shallow work. Deep work means the work that you are doing cognitively without any distractions, and shallow work means the tasks which are often performed along with distractions. And the book itself is actually divided into two parts, where in the first part the author talks about this whole deep work approach, why is it important and why there are still few people who actually practice it. And the second part shows us how to actually use it in our day-to-day life, how to perform deep work in our daily tasks. And then author also talks about the importance of routines, about quitting social media, about how to embrace boredom, etc. Although I have already read most of these topics in many other books that I have read, but this whole concept of using deep work in our tasks was very intriguing for me. And trust me, when you'll finish your work by following this approach, you'll feel a sense of satisfaction, you'll feel a sense of pride in yourself that yes, I indeed did this task by deep work, and that feeling is just amazing. And my second recommendation is again by Cal Newport, which is called Digital Minimalism. You know it guys, you know it, that 9 out of 10 times we become unproductive because we are a slave of our phones and of social media. And this book is all about this one thing, how we can minimize our phone times or how we can minimize our digital time. And the one major solution for this, according to author, is to just quit it cold turkey for 30 days. Quit all the social media for 30 days. I do not completely 100% agree with this approach of quitting it cold turkey. What I personally did, which benefited me a lot to be productive, is that I turned off the notifications for all of my social media sites, for Instagram, for Facebook, for everything. I just turned off the notification. For example, if I have to read Instagram comments or DMs, I just don't get the notifications anymore. I have to go and open it and check it, and that just somehow reminds me sometimes that I'm spending a lot of time on this app and I just need to close it. Furthermore, in the book, the author has also talked about how to spend time alone, how not to depend on the likes and dislikes, how to reclaim leisure and go back to doing the activities that you used to do. So all of these approaches are very helpful, especially for people who spend a lot of their time on phone. I highly recommend you this book. My next recommendation is Eat That Frog, written by Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy is that ultimate guru of all the self-help books out there, but this one is my favorite. And again, it comes with a very catchy title, Eat That Frog, which is actually a very old saying, which means that if you'll eat a live frog the first thing in your morning, you will have that sense of satisfaction that you have probably done the worst thing that you could do all day, which is actually a metaphor that do your most challenging task the first thing in the morning. Apart from this one major lesson, there are also many other small lessons and small gems in this book, and basically it will teach you how to balance between your tasks, how to prioritize which is your most important, which is your least important task of the day. So definitely give this book a try. There's also one more book called No Excuses by Brian Tracy, which is also a very good book, but Eat That Frog is my definite pick if you want to read a book by Brian Tracy. Next up is a book about habits, Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book is actually like a blueprint to improve yourself with every passing day. This book is filled with practical ideas on how to make new habits, how to break free of the bad ones, and how to master your tiny behavioral patterns. Again, there are breakdowns of so many subtopics in this book, such as how to be more disciplined, how to be an early riser, etc. There's one more book in the same league which is called The Power of Habit, written by Charles Duhigg. I personally liked The Power of Habit more than Atomic Habits, as I read that book first and I kind of already knew all of these topics about habits beforehand while reading The Power of Habit. So there wasn't something new or extraordinary or light bulb moment for me in this book, Atomic Habits. But my husband liked this book more and he has been advocating this book to all of his friends because he hasn't read The Power of Habit. So it actually depends on person to person, and Atomic Habits is actually a more new book. It was launched 2 years ago So it's a more newer and fresh perspective on habits and all these topics. The author is actually also going to so many talk shows and podcasts, so he's getting more famous these days. But the main idea of both of these books is that you will have to focus on your habits, because winners and losers both have the same goals. What matters is what are their habits, what are the things they do on a daily basis, which makes all the difference. So you can go either for Atomic Habits or for Power of Habits, or both of them. They are both wonderful books. And my last recommendation is a little bit similar to these books, but if you have been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I love this book. And it is called The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. This book was published in the year 2010, and this was actually the first book that I read which talked about habits and routines. In The Compound Effect, there's this one main idea which is called the compound effect is always working, which is somehow similar to that line that we say, this too shall pass, which applies in all the situations. Whenever you're happy, whenever you're sad, you can say this too shall pass, and it will just instantly have a very positive effect on you. Similarly, it is the line, the compound effect is always working. For example, I have this habit of drinking lukewarm water, lemon honey water, the first thing in the morning that I get up. And I have been doing this from 4 or 5 years now. उसके पहले मुझे टॉन्सिल्स की बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम थी, जो कि अब पूरी तरह से ख़त्म हो चुकी है. मेरा मेटाबॉलिज्म बहुत ज़्यादा इंप्रूव हो गया है, मेरी इम्यूनिटी काफ़ी इंप्रूव हो गई है. But this thing, I have been doing this thing very casually. But now, after 5 years, I am reaping its benefits. तो आपकी लाइफ में भी ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ें होंगी जिन्हें आप बहुत ही कैजुअली करते होंगे, और आप शायद उसके इफेक्ट्स को, उसकी इंपॉर्टेंस को समझ नहीं पाए हों, या फिर कुछ बहुत अच्छा हुआ हो आपकी लाइफ में किसी चीज़ को ओवर द टाइम करते रहने से. सो प्लीज़ टेल मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन बिलो कि आपको किस कंपाउंडिंग हैबिट ने अच्छे रिजल्ट्स दिए हैं. Also, I have been learning French for a while now, and I have developed this habit that I have to sit for minimum 10 minutes daily. चाहे वो 10 मिनट से ज़्यादा ना हो, लेकिन 10 मिनट तो मुझे बैठना ही है. मुझे फ्रेंच में कुछ लिखना है, कुछ सुनना है, कुछ बोलना है और कुछ पढ़ना है. आज मैं फ्रेंच के बहुत सारे वर्ड्स जानती हूँ, मैं फ्रेंच के बहुत सारे फ्रेजेस बोल सकती हूँ, उनका मीनिंग समझ सकती हूँ, which was something that I could only dream about some months ago. So my point is, this book has actually helped me a lot personally to develop new habits, to work on my routines, and to understand the importance of compounding effect. And if you haven't watched my last video, I started giving this notification shoutouts to people, to all you lovely people who comment so many good things, so many positive things under my videos and on my Instagram. So the notification shoutout for today goes to Bikram Subir. Thank you so much for watching my videos and taking your precious time to comment under my videos. It means so much to me. I see you soon with a new video. Till then, take care of yourself and keep reading.